Okay, so the neat thing about problems like this is that they sort of meander through a lot of things that we've already done. We've got this third degree polynomial, which by the way answers part A. And we're given an image of what's happening here. The only thing we see for sure is that it crosses the x-axis at 1. Well, I guess we also know that it crossed it 2 more times. We just don't necessarily know where those are. It's never a good idea to guess by looking at roughly where you think you see it. You should always test to see where exactly it goes. So in this case here, it says one of its roots is at 1, as it points that out. As a factor, that means we've got an x minus 1, because remember, if we set that equal to 0, we would add the 1 to both sides to get our root. Okay, so the direction we've been heading recently is to be able to say, if I know this is a factor, or if I ask to divide this polynomial by this factor, it should give me something that I can then in turn potentially factor to find other roots. So let's do that here. We will set this thing up in the space provided here, or the lack of space provided. I will say this: that's a third degree polynomial, therefore there should be 3 compartments wide here as I set it up. I know that this is an x minus 1, and I'm going to put that underneath as it's been set up before with the limited amount of space. X cubed plus 4x squared. You'll notice this is offset. This is directly below that little grouping there. This is a minus 1x and then a minus 4. This guy goes up here, x cubed. We can see that, right? Sure. Let's do this. And then, so this is x squared, which means that times this is a negative 1x squared. Now together, these two like terms are going to give me this 4x squared. So 4x squared, but I've got a negative 1. That means I need more positives if I'm taking one away. How many more? Well, I need 5x squared, because that minus 1 gives me 4. Up top here, that means this is a plus 5x. That times negative 1 is a negative 5x. That and something else gives me a negative 1, a positive 4x, which means up here we have a plus 4. That and that give me a negative 4, and this confirms that this goes in evenly to this polynomial, and the result is this. So the answer to C is this, x squared plus 5x plus 4. And maybe we see where we're going with this, okay? D asks us to factor this. Well, that does factor nicely to be x plus 4 and x plus 1. That being the case, I can set that equal to 0 to find the roots, and my original root was 1 comma 0. The next root, if I set that equal to 0 and subtract 4 from both sides, is equal to negative 4 comma 0, and then the last one, set it equal to 0, it's a negative 1 comma 0. If you look, that makes all the sense in the world. Negative 1 and then negative 4. So the locations of the other 2 points is the negative 4, 1 and the negative 1, 1.